All right, this interview is taking place at 820 Vaughan Street with Harry B. Irwin. This is my grandpa, and this is Freddie Dijon speaking. What war did you serve in?
Korean War. They called it a police action then.
In what branch of service did you serve in?
U.S. Navy.
All right, and what was your rank?
Seaman.
Human. And where did you serve?
Korea.
Korea. All right. So, when were you drafted, or did you enlist?
I enlisted.
Where were you living at the time?
502.5 Florence Avenue, Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
Why did you join?
Because I thought I was young and didn't like school.
Why did you pick the service branch you joined?
They could give me the most that I wanted out of traveling. I wanted to be a traveler.
Do you recall your first days in service?
First days in the service was at boot camp without any heat, Bainbridge, Maryland.
What did it feel like?
It was not a home away from home. It was very disturbing.
How was your boot camp training experience?
Something very new. Very, very new. Meeting people from all parts of the United States was very, very different.
Do you remember your instructors?
Not right offhand. I think his name was Bull Bolinski.
And how did you get through it? How'd you get through boot camp?
It at times was fun, but at times it was really, I would say, rough sometimes.
And which war did you serve in? You said Korean War?
Korean War, yes.
Where exactly did you go?
What exactly did I do? I was aboard ship.
No, where did you go?
Where did I go?
Yeah.
Around Korea, helping the GIs bombard from the ship.
All right. Do you remember arriving and what it was like?
They were backward people, but proud people.
What was your job assignment?
My job assignment was pointer on a 5-inch 38. Pointer, hot shellman, and loader. Everybody aboard ship had to learn all their jobs for that 5-inch gun mount.
All right. Did you see combat at all?
No hand-to-hand, but like I said, we did bombard. Whenever they would give us an assignment, we would shell.
Were there many casualties in your unit?
None in my unit. I was aboard ship.
Tell me about a couple of your most memorable experiences.
One memorable experience was a misfire. All the people had to get out of your gun mount. 2 people were assigned to unlock the shell and throw the shells overboard.
Were you a prisoner of war?
No.
Were you awarded any medals or citations?
No.
All right, and then we're going to ask about your life during. How did you stay in touch with your family?
By mail. And I also got the Newcastle News shipped to me. My mother made sure I had it shipped to me.
What was the food like there?
Food aboard ship was wonderful, but I don't know about on land.
Did you have plenty of supplies?
Yes. We had plenty of supplies because we was aboard ship. Had a lot more than probably the people that was on land got.
Did you feel pressure or stress during your time?
I don't think you would call it pressure. I think you would say it was more like being scared.
Was there something special you did for good luck?
Nothing that I can recall being good luck.
How did people entertain themselves?
Playing cards,
What did you do when on leave?
we would go to probably the nearest slop shop, we called them, or beer joints.
Where did you travel while in service?
Europe, Asia, the Caribbean.
Do you recall any particularly humorous or unusual event?
Yeah, one of the humorous events, we all got to swim in the water. They would stop the ship in the middle of the ocean and everybody could go swimming as long as there wasn't sharks around. They would have somebody with the M1 that would make sure that there was no sharks around.
What were some of the pranks that you or the others would pull on each other?
They weren't pranks, but some people would steal your shoes.
Do you have any photographs over or at your time?
Nothing left. That's over 60 years ago, son.
Who are? Oh, never mind. What do you think? What did you think of the officers or fellow soldiers?
Officers were usually very nice. Like I said, you had to watch other sailors, just like any place else. Some people get sticky fingers.
How about the soldiers?
Soldiers, we didn't meet too many. They usually stayed with their own group and the sailors stayed with their group.
Yeah.
Because you could have had a conflict between Army, Navy, Marines, or anything like that. But you usually stayed with your own group.
Did you keep a personal diary?
No. I never thought of a personal diary.
Do you recall the day your service ended?
Not that much. Just glad to get ready to go home.
Where were you at the day you service ended?
Newport, Rhode Island.
What did you do in the days and weeks afterward?
Was home 1 week, and my brother got me a job at the Johnson Bronze. I was off 1 week and went to work the next week.
Did you work or go back to school? Well, you just...
Worked.
Yep. Did you make any close friendships while in the service?
Had a neighbor, very close friend. We meet and talk to each other every once in a while. We went through boot camp together.
Did you continue any of those relationships?
Not that often. We're getting too old for relationships.
Did you join a veterans organization?
No.
Did you go on to do anything as a career after the war?
No, just worked. Worked, married, and had children.
Did your military experience influence your thinking about war or about the military in general?
No.
Do you attend like reunions at all if you have any?
No. Never.
Is there anything you'd like to add? Have we not covered in this interview? Yes.